heard that there's supposed to be a remake to The Bodyguard. And guess who they're trying to cast to play Whitney Houston? Kim Kardashian. Now, why are they trying to do that? Okay? And my problem with them casting Kim to play Whitney Houston is because, do Kim even know how to sing? Whoever tried to fill that position, I don't think there's no one alive that can fill Whitney's position in Bodyguard, period. There's nobody who would be as great as Whitney was in that movie, okay? But if they're going to cast anyone, it should be someone that can really sing. And as far as I know, Kim, I don't think she can sing. Maybe she got some skills that we don't know anything about. But I'm going to play this video so you guys can see, because I'm just now hearing this and I didn't know anything about it. But, yeah, I don't think Kim is the way to go.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. I want to talk a little bit about this because I thought this story was ridiculous. But according to Daily Mail, Kim Kardashian is one of the front runners to playing the leading lady in the Bodyguard remake. Now, in the original Bodyguard movie, Whitney Houston played the leading lady alongside Kevin Costner. And this, of course, was a huge role for Whitney. And it was mostly big because of the soundtrack. And I think if anybody's going to play Whitney's role as Rachel Marin, they have to know how to sing, okay?
Exactly.
And they should know how to act as well. The acting part is important, but the singing part, to me, is big too. And I am confused as to why they would want somebody like Kim Kardashian. Now, I do understand Kim is a big name and she probably would bring attention to the movie, but she can't sing, and I'm not really sure she could act that.
You know what? I do believe that she would bring attention to the movie because of who she is. But I wouldn't even want to see it if they cast her to play Whitney. I just wouldn't want to see it. Because if she don't have singing in her background, and as far as I know, she don't, how is she going to play Whitney part? Y'all better get somebody that know how to sing. I don't care who it is, as long as they know how to sing. Because nobody can sing as good as Whitney, in my opinion. This is one of my favorite movies. A lot of people love The Bodyguard. So you are going to disappoint fans playing in our face and playing with us, just putting anybody up there just to bring numbers. We're not going to go see it just because of who they are. We want to see, if you're going to remake it, it needs to be somebody who can live up to what Whitney did. Okay? Or at least a little bit close. And to be honest with you, it's a shame that they constantly remaking these movies, because a lot of these movies don't even need to be touched, in my opinion. A lot of the remakes that I've ever seen were duds. I actually don't even remember seeing a remake of probably any movie that was better than the original. Some stuff y'all need to just leave alone. Y'all always trying to remake something. And that movie is one of those classics that I feel that just don't need to be touched. But if you are going to do it, you got to do it right. There's no room for mistakes with this. But let me keep going.
Well, either. So this report to me sounds so unbelievable. I don't know if somebody working on Kim's PR team is just pumping out stories to keep her name in the headlines, but this story is really silly. Now, if they're going to pick somebody, they should consider maybe Ariana Grande or Beyonce. Also, Halle Bailey could be a good pick too. And people were saying that Halle should star in the movie alongside her co-star from The Little Mermaid, Jonah King. I actually think this would be a good idea too, because Halle and Jonah did have good chemistry. So it would be interesting to see them in another movie together. And some people were even suggesting Taylor Swift should star in the remake.
Who could play the Whitney Houston character?
Taylor Swift.
Are you into it?
I'm
Who
so
would you
into it.
cast?
I think Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Because business and commerce, art, and she would freaking sell like crazy.
Right.
But okay, I'm just be real. I'm a black girl.
Yeah.
It was Whitney Houston as a black girl.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner as a white man.
Yes.
What if we flipped it?
Yes.
And it was Taylor Swift.
Yes.
and Idris Elba.
Ooh, Idris Elba.
Right?
Yeah, that is hot. That is good.
Yes.
I understand where Tyra was going with it, but at the same time, it just doesn't give. Taylor and Idris,
Yeah.
I don't know how that would look. I mean, maybe.
I think for me it's because whoever they choose have to have chemistry on camera. And these two, I don't know. Like, just looking at them, you don't really see that. It has to be somebody. I think Taylor Swift would do an amazing job because she do have a wonderful voice. So I think she's somebody that can sing. So that's all I'm saying. Pick someone that can sing. But as far as the male role, they would have to find someone that has good chemistry on camera with her. And I don't know if it will be Idris Elba. I don't know. I don't see it. But I think she is a good choice because she can sing. That's one thing I got to give her. She can sing. So, yeah. It's better than them talking about Kim. Because Kim is a no for me. I'm not even going to even attempt to see it. It's not even an option if they choose her.
Maybe they could pull it off and shock people, but a lot of people were not feeling that idea when Tyra brought it up. But there are still some people who want Taylor to be a part of this remake. I mean, I could actually see her being up for consideration because she is a big star. But my thing is, if they're going to consider casting an A-list singer, they should really cast somebody who can really sing. Like, I want a person like Beyonce or Ariana Grande in that role. And I'm not saying they have to fill in Whitney's shoes because nobody is going to be able to do what Whitney did. But if they're going to cast an A-list singer, it would be nice if they chose somebody who could really sing and who could also act. That is going to make or break this film, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't necessarily think The Bodyguard needs a remake. I mean, I do remember years ago, there was a movie.
That's the same thing I said. It's just gonna, I just feel that they going to, ruin it. Just leave it alone. And if you are going to choose someone, it definitely need to be someone that sing. And it shouldn't be based on if they already popular and they'll bring numbers to the movie, because people are not going to go watch it. Well, I know I'm not. And I'm sure there's other people that would agree. I'm not going to just watch it based on you picking someone because they're well known. I want to see somebody that can get up there and do at least close to what Whitney did. So if they can't do that, baby, don't waste your time because we don't want to see it. It's simple as that. So for me, yeah, no. Kim, no. But I just don't think they should touch it. I just don't.
Movie out called Beyond the Lights that kind of had a similar theme, but the storyline was more compelling than The Bodyguard, in my opinion. It was actually a good movie, very underrated, but yeah, if they do a remake for The Bodyguard, I hope they do it justice. Now, they're definitely not going to be able to match that soundtrack, that's for sure, but they could at least make the storyline more unique and more interesting. And I hope they don't drop the ball on the casting. They need to get the casting right. Now, moving on to this.
Okay, so for me, you guys, I'm hoping that if they do this, because I would want to see it if they pick the right people. Definitely not Kim. I don't know who would even consider her for this role. I just don't get it. What is the purpose of choosing Kim? Besides the fact y'all trying to get numbers. I don't get it. But I would love to see a remake if it is good and you pick the right cast. And that's how I'm going to make a decision if I'm going to watch that movie based on the cast. And the only people that I could think of that comes to mind, but probably wouldn't do good now. Well, I can't really say that. I have my reasons of why I was about to say that. But another good person would have been Jennifer Hudson. She really can sing to me. So she would have been good. Taylor Swift is good. Ariana Grande. I can't even get her name right. She will also be good. Beyonce, I could kind of see her doing it. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to change the feel of the movie, the nostalgia of the movie, of the original. And I feel like if they do a remake, that's what fans are going to be looking for, and it's not going to be there because it's just going to be totally different. So if I was them, honestly, they shouldn't even call it a Bodyguard remake because we would kind of be looking for that same type of style and it'll be totally changed. But whatever. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think Kim Kardashian can play this role? Because I highly doubt it. It's I don't know. It seemed like they was probably smoking on something or drunk when they made that decision to even consider her. Okay? In my opinion. But that's all I got for you guys. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Bye, y'all. And shout out to Impressive. Because this was her video. Shout out to Impressive. But yeah, tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'm out. Bye.